Bing, bing, we're live. It's a Tuesday. It's the Beck Scrum. The winter sun is shining brightly in the UK for some unknown reason. Doesn't usually do that. Here we are. Updates include we are getting $10,000 a month of AdWord advertising from Google because we are a non-profit, which is cool. In the last day, that has driven it's like served 5,000 ads of ad adventures to Google searching currently for, I think, coding and level up and other keywords. And we've had an additional 200 people land on the site. Seems like we're getting a small spike in people joining and signing up for membership. So that's all very pleasing. We reviewed that in some detail in the marketing meeting earlier today. We've got an ongoing project to improve those ads and keep driving more things to the site. We've got, I guess, the key thing there is trying, given that we're going to have more traffic coming to the site, is keeping a careful eye on the site continuing to work. I have set up new relic monitoring properly for the website one now, and then also what's the other thing? Yeah, the kind of end action item was sort of trying to get it so that the front page of the site has a stronger call to action of kind of like, right, you've landed here, we're awesome. Now, you know, apply for membership or sign up for a newsletter or what have you. Dree is kind of in a holding pattern, so I think I'm gonna. My plan is to work on website one immediately after this. No blockers particularly. That's my update. I don't know who is first. I'm going to go over to the end of the thing here. Matt, how are things going with you?
Let's see. Good. I've just got two kind of blockers. One is I want to work on Event Manager a little bit, and I went into Waffle and I can't move things around. And I think if you just make me a collaborator on the repo,
right?
For some reason it says you can't change, you know.
Right.
So I figured maybe me and a few other people that might want to.
Sure. Can do.
In Slack.
That's one blocker. Second blocker.
And the second. Sorry. Maybe I'll remember it at the end.
All right, not to worry. Anything else to report?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, yeah, and you and I may be going to have a look more closely at that website one issue tomorrow.
Yeah, whenever you have time. It's fine.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right, excellent. Going on to Michael. Thank you, Matt. Michael, how are things going with you?
Hi, how are you? I attended the marketing meeting this morning. We went through some issues. The ad campaign, Sam was saying. And the action items are the improving the ad campaigns and the call to action on the main site. I also got myself added to the ad campaign. And I was wondering, Laura had that one interface where you could search for how many people were searching for a keyword in an area.
She did, didn't she? Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's available through.
It seemed like she was using it through there. Yeah, I couldn't immediately find it.
I couldn't find it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe ask Lara in the marketing channel, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Anything else blocking you? Any other plans?
No, are you doing the jury meeting?
It seems like
no.
Their response was like, we're still working on stuff. I mean, I've pushed some more stuff to this Tree GitHub integration test branch, but yeah, it looks like maybe we won't be doing a thing with them immediately. I'm on standby. So
I'll ask you after, at the end what you're going to do.
Yeah, indeed. All right, thanks, Michael. Moving on, Siggu. Hey, Siggu, how you doing?
Hi guys. I really tried to work on Might Plus of late. I was in a short session with Patrick tonight, talking about some blockers that I had. Right now, I was just trying to implement what you agreed on, but I'm still having a N+1 query issue, which I'm trying to solve for the Rails bit. Otherwise, no major blockers as per this moment. I would also really love to work on Visualizer, but I think my multitasking abilities are very questionable. Yeah, I'm trying to juggle the project. So I want to be involved in Visualizer too, but when I get up in the morning, I just find myself going back to sleep in the evening. Yeah, it's a very busy day for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, it's difficult to do many things. But yeah, I think, you know, do something for a period, couple of days, then switch over, and, you know, gradually it moves forward. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like, yeah, you're sort of partially blocked on something on Met Plus, but we probably can't give you any help with that. We haven't got any other Met Plus people here at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, just want to compliment you on the great tweets and resources you're sharing recently. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, and by the way, about the 200 people who've been joining, I think I've also tried to promote Agile Ventures so much. I've seen 3 of my friends join today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
indeed, and I'm very much appreciating that. I think that the small spike in people joining may actually be you rather than the Google AdWords. What we've just done is we've linked the AdWords to the analytics. So hopefully, what we'll be getting before too long is actual information of how many people. So what we've got, we had 200 new people click through and land on the site. What we don't know at the moment is what they then did, but hopefully we'll start to get information on that soon, and we can basically, it'll be a cage match. It's Siggu versus Google, who is, and I suspect you may win because you got the personality and the smile and the win laugh. So what Siggu's got apart from, you know, the world's AI to compete with that. Good stuff. Thanks, Siggu. All right.
Yeah, thanks.
Go on. Thomas, how are things going with you apart from a very like interrogatory rear lit?
I know. It's deliberately, you know.
Right, what can we tell you?
They don't respect you. They should fear you. No, I'm all good. Busy working on some projects. So within Craft Academy, we have this Craft Academy Labs business, and we have some paid projects to work on at the moment, which is really nice. It's good to take a break from you know, going over the basic Ruby stuff that we do at the beginning of each course. So it's just I need to keep myself sane, so I get to program a little bit. That's really fun. But it's hard to program on closed source software because everything costs money.
I know.
They use integration people. They want to charge you. The GitHub wants to charge you, and everybody charges. You know, I hate it. But it's that's the necessity of life. I guess we all have to eat at some point. So yeah, in terms of visualizer, I got my refactoring pull request merged in, and I know that Amber is working, but she was working on email distribution. I'm going to probably take over that code because she's busy with some other stuff. And try to get that in place, and then after that we're gonna have to consider a little bit about, you know, subscription plans and stuff like that, whether to implement that in the MVP or not. It depends a little bit. We need to have a discussion in the project team. So we want to push this out to be tested by some real users, and I would like to, like, even if we just charge $1 for something, it doesn't matter as long as somebody is willing to grab their wallet and actually punch in those credit card credentials. That's a huge step, you know. Absolutely. So yeah, so we'll be thinking about that. But yeah, it's not my top priority, but it's a fun little project. So I, you know, as long as whenever I have chance to work on it, I work on it. There are some bugs to hammer out in the report. I posted one in the website one channel just a second ago, just to showcase your spike in traffic. Cool. The last day looks really good. We are tracking the last 7 days time, right? So today's traffic is not there, but yesterday's traffic is there. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to work from home today. If anybody's up for doing something on Visualizer, I'm all ears, basically.
All right, good stuff. Well, that's our Scrum. Any other? I think, well, Matt, you had something that you might, another blocker. Anything else that we'd forgotten to bring up earlier that needs to be brought up now?
I just have a question about that hair you have on your face.
Yeah, I mean, I shaved this morning. And it was It's like I shave every morning, and every morning it's like by 3 o'clock it's back on. I know what's going on. Yeah,
is this like a new style? Are you going hipster on me now?
Well, no, this is, I mean, if you look at my logo, on the Slack, that's actually, this is the original. There's been phases.
Okay.
So it goes both ways. I think Michael sort of saw through it. I'm going for like, in order to become a guru like, Richard Stallman, clearly what's been missing from me so far is like really big beard. And then as you can see now, it's starting to affect other individuals. Matt's been affected by the beard thing. I think it may be a kind of it's like a beardy January or something, where we all have, I don't know, it's yeah,
as long as you don't turn into Stallman, I'm happy.
No, well,
you're into open source, not free source,
in the
I was gonna note that,
go on, Michael.
maybe the hipster thing is appropriate, because I mean, you gotta get away from LinkedIn because people are using them.
Right.
The latest thing is just your resume on GitHub in a plain text file.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So as a last thing, about being hipster and in sync with the times. I don't know why I came to think of it, but David Hannemeyer Hansen recently tweeted out that he found a report that found a correlation between profanity and being an honest person.
Oh, really?
And apparently some scientists did a study of several hundred thousands of Facebook posts, on blog posts, and conversations, interactions among people, and they came up with this that this theory. I mean, they could prove this hypothesis that if you use a lot of profanity, you are generally a more honest person. So
So then I think you're totally justified in continuing your your mission to increase the world's profanity.
Yeah. I just want to say that.
No, well, thank you for sharing that. And there's clearly no confirmation bias going on in your discovery of that report. It's but very.
I'm very selective in what I read in my life, but then I only. It's like
you should. I would like to see that. Please do share that in the random channel. I would like to.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
In the random channel.
Excellent.
The other thing is,
go on, Michael.
To go more down the hipster route right now, that you need to get rid of the earbuds.
Okay.
And go back to old school headphones.
Okay, I need to get a big
office on them.
Okay. Yeah. I'll look into it.
That's kind of, everybody's got the earbuds now.
You guys have got to help me with this whole image thing, so that we project the right thing for Agile.
Yeah, we have to rebrand you, basically.
Yeah, I'm here to be helped. This is really all about caring the community for me. Matt, did you have any other technical issues that you were blocked on?
Yes, it's really minor, but I'm just working on the event manager, and real quick, we got a page that updates when the status changes.
Yeah.
Do we want just like a single page? Because I'm working on when seeing upcoming events. Do we want, or I want a separate page?
Well,
or do we want it all to happen on one page, kind of?
That's kind of an open question. I mean, where that project had got to was just get set up with a spike where we can have a good test of the action cable working, and we'll have it all set up with the capybara and all this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what I do might last, so I don't want to do it wrong.
Well, I mean, I would say that whole repo is still like a sort of a spiky, testy area. So I mean, it's kind of we're experimenting with stuff there. So I would say experiment with stuff. I mean, my imagination, like if we like, what's driving? Why can't I? Hold on, share my screen. What drives me, or my thoughts about the event manager projects? If we go to, just an Agile Ventures page, like this is. So, for example, this page here, right? Like I would imagine that on any system that we would have, there would be a single page that represents an event, right? Like this. Yeah, you can see this here. Oh, can I do this? And you can see you can watch it. But we have this. You can maybe see my hat. Like, so I was doing this, right? This page here, although of course it doesn't transfer across. But I'm waving my hands around. You've got to be able to see it. Now this page here, this is showing precisely the issue, right? I started the Hangout on air from here, but the page is stale. Actually, if I refresh the page, what it should be showing is that the event is now live, right? So that's the critical thing that our site currently doesn't do, right? when someone takes a page live, all of the pages for that event, wherever they're open in the rest of the world on other people's browsers, do not update.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Actually,
Sorry.
I had an observation yesterday, just before the before the US Scrum. It was saying that this particular Scrum is live.
That there was a bug.
Yeah, it was saying that
there was a bug which it's been hot fixed, and we have a pull request in it.
Okay.
Excellent observation.
Yeah,
it was picked up by others. Thank you for mentioning that. That was a separate issue. But so, Matt, you're asking about a situation of having, I mean, so there's that single page, and as regards that single page, I'm sort of imagining that, any given user can go to that single page, and that single page will always be up to date with what, the status of the event. Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So if you want to view upcoming events, you might just look at the top of the page.
Well, so then, see, I would say this is the page for a single event, and then if there's also like the list of upcoming events, right?
Yeah, we have a page already that lists events.
Yeah, which is this one, and this also has the problem that it becomes stale. In that, if I had a version of this from somewhere that was, this event live join now will only appear when I refresh the page. You seem to be asking the question: should there be two separate pages, like one for events and one for the list of events? And I think the answer to that is probably yes. I mean, you were asking in where's it gone?
Yeah, that's actually I was asking: should there be two pages with lists of events, one for upcoming and one for everything or something? But
well,
only be one page.
That's an even bigger open question for us that we haven't resolved in the main site. That I think, we currently have this upcoming events and past events, and now both upcoming events and past, I think actually now this is the feature that caused the problem that Siggu mentioned, is that now, even though the time of this Kemp Beck thing is finished, we're 3 minutes over here, it's still staying live and being in this list. So at the moment we have these two views, one of the, one in chronological and one in reverse chronological, and both of them will always contain any events that are live, and then forwards and backwards in history. Is that a good design? I'm not sure. The other designs are possible. They've been talked about. I mean, the key thing that the event manager is about fixing is this issue of the stale pages. As regards those other things, yeah, I mean, but what is the feature that you're working on, so that I can see if the next sessions fit my busy day? I'd like to see upcoming events of the day. So yeah, I mean, I would, for the regard of this feature, it's like, probably things that are currently live and anything that's gonna, happen in the future, that would be the stuff to focus on. And I wouldn't worry about creating a second page to represent past events.
Yeah, that answers my question then. It's probably the same page.
When you say that the same page as,
we already have a page that lists events.
oh yeah, right, and it was generated with a scaffold, and yeah, I mean, I think sensibly for RESTfully we have the list of events and we have the individual event.
Yeah, I got it. Yep.
Cool. So sorry that was somewhat long-winded. I'm working on being more concise. It's a lifetime's work. It'll be done when I die, and then I'll be very concise. Anyway, Siggu nipped off. Yeah, Thomas is available for visualizer stuff. Matt, are you planning to work on the event manager right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Thomas doing some visualizer stuff, Matt doing some event manager stuff. Yeah, there we go. I was going to ask Siggu if he wants to join either one of you, but there we go. And I guess Michael, you're free. Are you planning to do data mining work, or you want to do coding?
Not sure yet.
Cool. All right. Cool. Well, there we go. I guess Matt and Thomas, you should create Hangouts, and potentially people will join you.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy, guys.
Okay. Good stuff. Bye for now.
Okay.